I just wanted to give a little tip for anyone who's going through some sort of long-term habit, like, because I feel like they're the most hard to stick with, because the progress is so, it's very hard to hit each step. The steps are a lot bigger when it comes to long-term goals that you want to hit, but they're also really rewarding. And I think what it is about these huge steps, you gotta add these sort of small steps to help you get to that point. And it just makes things easier, in it. Obviously, like, you don't need it, but you know, who doesn't want to make the journey easier, right? So what I want to go into is how to add feedback loops into your life so that things become a lot easier, more productive, and things will flow a lot better for you. So for an example, let me talk about gym, right? If you start a gym and you're not seeing much progress yet in like your bodily physique, if you're going for aesthetic purposes, then it's probably one of the main things that you're looking for. But a way to do it with the gym is, like, instead of waiting for your whole body to grow or like to gain 10 kg or something like that in muscle, then you can just refer to doing an extra rep or upping the weight just by a little bit, just by the next little bit, and that being your feedback loop to be like, oh, like, yeah, like, I feel good, like, I've hit that goal, that's good. Even if it's just adding 2.5 kg on each side, that's calm, that's a lot of weight, you know what I mean? And then it scales up, and that adds an extra step to these huge steps that you're doing. It just adds an extra one to just carry on pushing you. Same thing with businesses. If you're trying to earn income from a business and it's just going really slow at the moment, then you can, like, let's say it's with YouTube, you can always refer to the amount of videos that you're producing, or the amount of outreach you're getting, or the amount of views, or the amount of likes. Obviously, like, at the end of the day, it's not about a numbers game, it's more about how much passion you have for it and the drive. But anything to keep you pushing. If you get 1 subscriber, that's a dub, bro. That's a dub. Like, imagine for your whole life or for your whole YouTube career, the only thing that you think about or that keeps you pushing like 100% is that 1 subscriber that you get every month. As long as you get 1 a month, you're chilling. Like, that is such a reliable thing to put into your head, because even if, like, it comes to the end of the month and, like, you're scrambling and you haven't, like, released a video or some shit, you can send a link to your boy, and then he'll fucking follow your channel, and then there's your subscriber, and you feel good, you know what I mean? But having those things that you can consistently refer to when it comes to these businesses or gym, or even like learning a language, if you're trying to learn a language and the language is quite hard, as long as you learn a new word, then that's calm. That's progress for the week. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I learned that 1 single word, which means that I'll get closer to my goal. Obviously, a step like that is big. Going from a language that you don't know to being fluent, that's a lot of fucking steps. And 1 word every time, it's gonna feel a lot easier, rather than, oh, but I'm not fluent yet, but I'm not, oh, I've been doing it for 6 months and I'm still not fluent. It's not about that. It's about the word a week, or it's about the word a day that you get in every single time. And then that just gives you that better consistency. It makes things a lot easier when it comes to these long-term tasks, because it's short-term rewards that you're receiving, and they're essentially the things that tell your brain, oh yeah, I'm actually on the right track, let me carry on going. Rather than if I'm seeing 0 progress in the gym, but I'm just thinking about my body and nothing else, and I'm going up in weight, but I don't really care about that, then you're just gonna be like, oh, fuck this, like, I can't be arsed, because you're not seeing it yet. So just keep pushing and think about those small things that add a little bit of change, but they slowly capitalize on themselves. It can be with anything, you know what I mean? And it just makes things easier. It makes self-improvement easier for us, and that's the fucking main thing, man. Sometimes the shit is hard, but as long as you have those things to put you back into the loop, or to just give you a little bit of feedback to make you feel a little bit better, or to let you know that you're on the right track, then that's always well and good. But yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys later.